Hey, welcome back to another segment with Dave and myself. Today I'm going to show you how to make an eye wash. Simple little eye wash, especially when a lot of you have floaters, okay? And I know I'm always asking, what am I going to do with floaters? Floaters are in my eyes all the time. Well, you got the chemtrails falling down on us all the time. And you got more gallons in the air, and you've got pathogens in the air, and you've got dust particulates in the air, especially if you're living where I live. I live in an automotive segment of the country there. You know, we live basically in the toilet bowl of Canada and the United States because we've got all this automotive shit in the air. Anyway, we're going to make an eye wash using salt, colloidal silver, and water. And what you're going to do is get a jar, okay? Now the colloidal silver I'm using is about 120 parts per million. So basically, I'm going to put about 2 or 3 caps in there. A little more. Okay. And then we're going to add sea salt. Now again, attenuate this to you. Okay. Salt is a cleanser and a purifier. And the reason why we're adding colloidal silver is because back in the early 1900s when babies were being born, they would put a saline silver solution in their eyes to protect them from venereal diseases that their parent mom might have had. So basically we're going to put probably, maybe a teaspoon. Now, getting it in there is the fun part. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so we got the salt in there. Then we're going to add water, distilled water. Distilled or RO water, that's all you're adding. Okay? Hold on a second.
Yeah. Lift it off
Yeah.
here. Alright.
I wasn't supposed to do that quick.
Yeah. So working on our next video here. You're just filling up water all the way? The rest of
10 ounces about. Holy cow, that really took off, eh? Okay. Alright, so anyway, put the 10 ounces of water. And what you're going to do is you're going to shake it up. Because you can see the salt's almost already dissolved. And the silver's in there. So, percussive, this is percussing, okay? For those who don't know what percussing is, it's to strike. So usually do it about 20 or 30 times. That's what you actually need to be doing in order to make sure the components are saturated and dispersed properly in a container. So there we go. So as you can see, it's all about dissolved. Now, the question is it safe? Is it safe? Oh. Okay, I'm going to use this as for my eyepiece. What I do is I fill it up. Now if you get a shot glass, 1 ounce, it's a little bit better, it's a little smaller. So what I have to do here is I have to put I have to lean into it and open up my eye. You open up your eyes and then rotate your eyes side to side, up and down, and rotate them. This allows the saline solution to get through the whole ocular and it can clean it up for you. So basically take it, tip it, and open your eye. I know Dave can see my eye opened.
Yep.
Okay, so then just blink a couple times, go left to right, right to left, up and down, and all around. And you'll see those floaters in there, and they'll come out. So one time I did this, and one popped right out. Okay? As you can see, my eyes all wet now. I can see again. Ah! Okay, same thing with the other eye.
Oh, try again.
And when you let it sit for a bit, the water will be at room temperature, so it shouldn't be too much of a shock on the eye. Give it a couple blinks, away you go. And as you can see, now I can see everybody. And just wipe the eye, and you're done. And again, that's a simple little eye wash. Now you can make this as strong or as weak as you like. I'm just showing you one way, not the only way. Okay. So again, when you're looking at doing this, you want to do it so that it's not going to be overly irritating. Salt will burn, but in this case it's not burning at all. To be honest with you, I don't feel anything. But you do feel a cooling and soothing effect on the eyes. So again, you can make a simple eye wash this way, and you have everything right at home. salt, water, and colloidal silver. And again, like I said, I used to use the colloidal silver back in the day before antibiotics were popular, before antibiotics were killing everybody. And again, they would put it on babies' eyes. That's how safe it is. And to disperse any kind of STD pathogen. So, it was good enough back in 1929, it's good enough for today. There you have it.
Wait, I have a, like, what are, I never even heard of floaters until now. Like, is it, even to this day, when I lay in bed sometimes, stare at like a blank ceiling, and I can see just things float, I don't know.
That's what they are. It's floaters.
Okay, yeah. I've always wondered what those are. Those are called floaters?
Those are floaters. Yeah.
Oh.
Floaters basically is when we're out here today in the year 2012, and we are being chemtrailed. Okay, we've got 28 different pathogens in the chemtrails. And they take 22 hours to fall down on the sky. Some of those pathogens are silicon, some of them are thorium, some of them are uranium, radioactive materials, all this nonsense about Fukushima and all this stuff. Okay, what's been going on is they've been soaking us with radiation for the last 50 years in those chemtrails. Okay, everyone was worried about Japan, but nobody looked at the Baltic states and Poland and Czechoslovakia and Russia, where they burnt their stockpiles of radiation, uranium and stuff, and radioactive material, and how their nuclear reactors have been leaking for years in the air. So Europe has been inundated with radiation. And then you get a doctor saying, well, we shouldn't eat any food out of Europe. Well, the European food supply is a lot better, a lot healthier than what's in America and the United States. At least there they have the option of not eating genetically modified foods and genetically engineered crap. We don't. Here, we're not even labeled. If the stuff was so bloody good, it should be labeled, but they don't even label it. Because they know bloody well that nobody would buy the crap. Anyway, that's a different story for a different segment. The point is, you're in an area, say you got a coal mining going on or coal processing, you're going to get floaters because the dust particulates are going to be in the air, you're breathing this stuff in, and you got it in your eyes, and you got it all over the place. If you're in an automotive segment like where I'm at, we've got a lot of steel smelting and factory production, you got all kinds of chemicals in the air and whatnot. You smell it. Sometimes at nighttime they open up the vents here in Windsor and you can smell the stuff for miles away. So you'll have these things. So that's what that is. And by doing this, you can diminish the load on the eyes. It does. It actually feels good. After you do this, matter of fact, when you go outside, sometimes you might have blurred vision. That blurred vision is a result of aluminum particulates that your eyes have been exposed to. Okay, and sometimes that's more gallons as well. More gallons is in the air. You know, you're breathing it in, you're eating it, you're drinking it. So again, this is one way of reducing infection in the eyes. It's one way of reducing the load in the eyes. Okay, so simple little eye wash. So that's what a floater is. So, okay, so now you know that if you're seeing things in your eyes, you're not hallucinating. If you see a little wiry thing or a speck,
yeah,
you know that's what it is. It's a floater, and that's because of our environmental protection agencies and throughout the planet are protecting the people on this planet properly. You can see the effect. All right. All right, you can see I'm very, very, very astute about my analysis about things. Anyway, all right, there you have it. A simple eye wash. Use it, utilize it. Simple, again, water, salt, colloidal silver. Use the colloidal silver that you're making. You know, it works just as well as some of the stuff you're buying. And again, as I mentioned in previous videos, it's got to be above 70 parts per million for it to be effective today. Anything lower than that, and it doesn't work. 10 parts is a waste of time. 70 parts and higher is where you want to go. Okay, so even if you're taking 70 to 200, 300, if you make your own, you're making this 700, use it. Don't be scared to use it. All right, till the next segment. For your health.